wanted to add more to that. Got to get out from under the tree because it's melting. I don't want to get the camera wet. You know, I talk a lot in the videos and on the forum or my blog or wherever about following my highest excitement. That it's the path of least resistance, because when you're excited about something, you're not worried about it at the same time. Correct? But I always recommend listening to Bashar. Google, or not Google, but YouTube. You can go look up Bashar and his video on highest excitement. It's basically the same thing as, you know, finding relief for the next good, best feeling thought, you know, that Abraham talks about. Same thing, but I just like his definition, his explanation, and I really resonate with it. And I practice it as best I can, 24/7. And it's my favorite process, if there is a process. That's it. So I wanted to say that this is a freaking, I keep using frickin'. It's a effing freaking good example of following my highest excitement. Sometimes it seems like an illogical thing that you're doing, that feels like the next thing that you have access to that you want to do. And mine in this situation was knocking the snow off that tarp. You know, took Bella out for a walk and, you know, to go relieve herself. And I thought I was going to take her for a walk, and it just, I didn't have the, I wasn't aligned with it exactly. I kind of felt like it. But, you know, I listened to myself and I thought, you know, this doesn't feel like what I want to do. So I thought, well, I'll just let her take care of her business and we'll go back. And, you know, won't make a big deal out of it. And then I guess I allowed myself exactly where I was. Next thing you know, this out of the corner of my eye, I see how the tarp's, you know, loaded down with snow and ice. And I see how the water, the puddle, has gathered in this great big bulging, you know, well, snow and ice is falling like crazy. And it just looks fun to poke at it. I mean, that's crazy, but like a little kid. It looks fun to do that, you know, to get the water and ice out off of it. And so that resonates with me, and I start doing it. And, you know, it also, kind of neat, synchronistically, it's work, and which I exchange for living here. So see how that works. And what's really cool is I like that the snow is melting because I don't have to do an excessive amount of any kind of shoveling or de-icing, because the universe is doing it for me. Alright, I got it all done, I think, for now anyways. Yeah, I got it all done, and I got more to say. This is really working for me. I got Domino, yeah, Domino, say hi to YouTube, and Facebook, and Tumblr, and the world. Anyways, I'm just so determined, focused on playing my way through this. Playing my way through becoming aware that I am unlimited. I'm so want to have fun with this, you know, and I want to express that, you know. Those who are a match to it will hear, and those who aren't. I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just having a good time doing it, and I know that others out there in reality are gonna resonate with it. Anyways, so like I said, I'm determined to play with it. And another thing that I'm seeing is that, this is another thing my broader perspective or non-physical's been saying and teaching me through various ways, and that is just like a kid. And here's a shout out to David, who's also just a great big kid, who's been quite a vibrational indicator of being a kid that I am. Anyways, that aside, little segue, little hi and appreciation, is that kids mess things up. And that's what I've been getting too along this journey is, you know, sometimes no matter how much I'm focusing on everything is source and easy and bliss and free-flowing and seamless and glorious, you got vibrational stuff, resistance that comes up when certain situations in life happen, and it's there to play with, to release and to let go and to become more, right? What am I getting at? The point is that along the way, you seemingly mess things up sometimes and create some unwanted situations. But a kid, that's just natural. Kids do that. We realize that, you know. They do stupid, what we call as adults, stupid things. They make mistakes. They make blunders. They do socially inappropriate things. They cause things to get broken. They get mud on things. Speaking of mud on things, I got mud all over myself playing out here with this. And so what? It's part of the process of growing up as a species that we get our hands in the clay and we kind of mess things up a little bit sometimes. And I love what Abraham talks about how that they want for us, you know, what I want for myself too, is that we are able to really mess things up and still feel good about ourselves, still know we're worthy, that we're secure, and that we're loved, that we are loved, and that we hold our heads high. And, you know, this is kind of another aspect of what I just went through. Because of my, I guess, focus and my resistance, I created some unwanted situation that affected other people and made them kind of a 3D physical situational mess for some people. And, yeah. So I get to make messes, and what I love, the example, and not feel bad about it. It'd be like a kid, and, you know, just do the best you can, learn and grow from them, and go on to have fun and make the next one, and not care so much like the grown-ups do about all the complications and ramifications and who's to blame and who's going to take care of this? Well, the grown-ups will take care of it. So anyways, the example that the universe has given me from way back when I was a little kid, my favorite story to read was Ramona and MeSS, I guess. Yeah, I could barely remember that, but the movie just came out recently, Ramona and MeSS, and I watched it a couple weeks back, month back or so. And it really, really spoke to me, and I was so amazed at how different scenes of the movie vividly came back into my memory, right straight from the books I used to read when I was little. I mean, really little. I was a super, super high-level reader, like in first grade. Like, I was reading 8th grade level. So, Ramona was probably back in first grade that I was reading or something. Anyways, so Ramona is a perfect example, a character, and fictional character, who her heart is good and she wants to be good, but she wants to have fun. She's just a kid and she makes a lot of messes. But it's really cool, the story, the movie, I'd really recommend it, is her messes always turn out to be better than if they had not happened to begin with. And her state of being, her state of joy, and her state of innocence, and, you know, ends up being a thing that teaches all the too serious adults around her to lighten up. And, yeah, it's a really good story, and that's the story that I'm, like, living out as well, you know, and, yeah, so thank you for listening. Go watch the movie if you feel inspired to do so. If not, forget about it. So, talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.